Alright, welcome back everybody. Aesop Grim here. This is the continuation of our first chronicle in Septimus 3 for Skyrim SE. So we are going to go take care of some Whiterun tasks before heading back to Riverwood. Start with the apothecary. Notice when we transition in here, you'll notice that we kind of seem to be paused. That's because we are. There is a tick box in one of these mods that pauses this until I press a movement key. So see, the fog is not moving. And that's because whenever you transition in, you get that black screen, and the game actually unpauses while you're still in black screen. So if you entered into a house or into an area, if you zoned in to a place with enemies, you can actually get killed while you're basically virtually blind. And this prevents that from happening. It lets everything load and lets your screen come back on, and everything remains paused until you hit that movement key.
Welcome to my alchemy shop, Arcadia's Cauldron. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh dear, your skin's as pale as the snow. How do you feel?
I thought I felt fine. What's going on?
I think you might be sick. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Don't worry. I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare, and I'll be happy to serve you. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first.
Bad move.
Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice.
Let's go with number 4.
I think you might be sick. How do you feel? I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you. Do I detect a case of the rattles? Don't worry. I've got something for just about everything. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. These Stormcloaks are nothing more than an armed mob. This war won't last much longer. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20!
All right.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Not that. To open this, I need to look at our effects. We're warm, refreshed, satisfied. We've eaten, so we've got fortified health regen. Magehood has given us fortified magicka. Cheese wedge, fortified magicka regen. We have increased carrying capacity from the bandoliers and pouches that we're wearing. We have the Imperial red diamond stuff. Warborn from the warrior. You have 50 extra health. Blocking and bashing are 25% more effective. It said that it gave me more health, magicka, and stamina, so hopefully we have more stamina as well. And our resist frost is currently at plus 8%. So I don't know. It sounds like almost that she's lying to us. We don't have any any sicknesses. So
If
we're
there's
out of
anything
here.
I can help you with, you have but to ask.
All right. Let's make a pit stop over at the best character of all time.
Nothing of our struggles, however. Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Cutthroat Bellathor in here.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second. Now that I think on it, I do. There's nobody to hunt down the bandits. What with all that's been going on, I'm sure you can handle some bandits, right?
I hope so.
Thank you. I will not forget this. Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on. On the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices. All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septum. Well, there might be nothing to it, but I've heard that the feud between the Greymanes and the Battleborns in Whiterun has grown ugly. Freya Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
Uh-oh.
Imperials, Stormcloaks, I don't care who's in charge around here. I just want to make money. Everything's for sale, my friend. You need visit no other shops today. You just let me know what you need. I am at your beck and call. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second. I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. Yeah, that's a little joke.
Jeez.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools. Please do look around. I'm sure I have something you'll want. Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis.
Okay.
Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
All right, let's see if got anything that I want to sell. Keep the food, keep the cooking pot, keep the venom. We can sell the Imperial armor. Keep food and potions. Potion of illusion and invisibility. Okay, these were what she gave us. So, I think we can sell these. What are they going to get me? A total of 9 septums. Magicka, stamina, healing, food, cooking ingredients. Okay, and that brings us down to 138 pounds. Oof. I think we're carrying an awful lot of food. Sometimes I wish there was kind of a little total at the bottom here. Here's our weight. Gosh, the food doesn't weigh much. It must be the armor. Yeah. It's pretty much the armor. Okay.
Do come back.
Attention adventurers, it has come to the attention of the Jarl that many travelers are using Brittle Shin Pass to move from Falkwraith to Whiterun. The area is a notorious haven for necromancers, and it is advisable that you stick to the main road when traveling. Bounty by order of Balgruuf the Greater to all able-bodied men and women of Whiterun. The bandits located in Halted Stream Camp have been harassing, robbing, and attacking citizens, visitors. So a reward has been offered for them. And I don't see... What's this one right here? Missing person, kidnap victim. My friend, kidnap victim, is missing. They were last seen near Shimmer Mist Cave. I will reward handsomely for their return. Lucan Valerius. Oh, shoot. Well, that stinks. Okay, well, I guess we tested its... Oh, not that that matters. We're not going to be an alchemist. I just simply clicked on the wrong thing. Help wanted. Curator Arian Morellis is seeking able-bodied adventurers to seek out and recover lost artifacts of historical relevance for the soon-to-be-reopened museum in Solitude. Anyone interested should apply there in person. All deliveries of authentic artifacts will be well compensated. Arian Morellis, Curator, Dragonborn Gallery, Solitude. Okay. And I believe that's it. Yes. What's that? Uncommon taste.
I'd
And
even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell.
He's got a jade dragon back there too.
That's a little joke.
Oh, you know what? I need to check and see if he happens to have a backpack.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
There's a backpack mod, but then there's also a tweak to that backpack mod that makes them very rare to
You
find.
just let me know what you... Take a look.
Keep moving, sorry. Makes it very rare to find them in the shops, so you actually need to craft them. Alright, books, bear pelt, fake card pack, fishing clothes, fishing map, fishing rod. Large tent, legal basics, spells, tents. Wonder what the difference is here. This tent weighs 12, this one weighs 10, so maybe this is a small tent. Okay, no backpack.
Remember, I'll give you the best deals or die trying.
Huh.
Everything's for sale,
Labradorite.
my friend. Everything. Buy it a sister?
Alright, let's go talk to the smith down here.
The Jarl has finally agreed to send you back to Riverwood. Yes, House Court. We'll leave immediately. It's just us against the dragon? Is that it? I can't afford to send anyone else, and we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off the dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty. Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can count on it. Let's move out. Time's a-wasting.
If you're heading east, steer clear of Hillgrid's tomb. Think about those old crypts. The dead having trouble staying that way.
Huh.
Guts, can I help you?
Let's go ahead and see if we can get started on smithing, maybe.
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Not bad. Reminds me when I first started smithing. Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach. Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there. Until next time.
Alright, so it's tempered.
I help my father in more ways than people realize. This looks good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack. I'll take my leave then. You need something? Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps, fittings, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need.
Alright then, that's going to require the workbench, but I wanted to see if I can make a backpack yet. And it doesn't mean I'm going to make one, I just want to see if that's something that's available and as a recipe. I don't see it. So I'm almost positive that will require a perk point.
Yes?
Oh, I was wrong. Got
Have
to
you
make
met
the
my
helmet
father? He's
right
a
here.
steward up at Dragon's Reach.
Go to armor. Am I misunderstanding something? I might be. Oh, there we go. Hide helmet. What else do we have here? Our backpacks here, maybe. Oh, we can make lanterns here. Lock, locomotive power cube, magic lantern. Interesting. Hold darkness at bay.
You think all the counsel my father provides the Jarl is his alone? Huh. Let's just say I advise the advisor, and leave it at that. I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Until next time. Out with it. Need something? You have talent. Keep working at your craft and you'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh?
Alright. Thank you. Do you work the forge all day? I think this is the one that gives us the sword.
Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgroof the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him. Thanks. Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
So we'll run this up to her dad. And then we will head back for Riverwood. And we gotta... Oh, you know what? We need to...
Give me your money.
We need to make a pit stop here.
You better give me 5 septims right now.
I don't remember where I read about it, but I'm almost positive that the god of Arche, or the god named Arche, is who our guy would pray to. Arche covers the areas that a paladin would be interested in. So that's another increase to our health. So we've got big health as an Imperial with the Blessing of RK. That's going to allow us to dump points into other areas. We're basically naturally robust. Well, supernaturally robust, I guess is how we would put it.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, but I can't get the sword on my own.
Oh, do we have snow falling? Or is that like fuzz off of trees?
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. I'll present it to Balgruuf when his mood is agreeable. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered.
All right.
I counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly in times like these.
And it looks like we have a bunch of other stuff we could go over here too.
Please, do be careful. I mean, if you are bent on offending the movers and shakers of Skyrim. I mean no offense. It's just that most of the city's residents aren't smart enough for politics. I only counsel caution. There's a feud between the Greymanes and the Battleborns in Whiterun, for example. Just try and be careful in Whiterun, all right? You cannot afford to act rashly in times like these. Ah, splendid. Our fine city has a proud history, and I'm happy to share what I know. The history of Whiterun begins with your Vasker, the Hall of the Companions. For a long time, it was the only building on the mountain. As time passed, a thriving community sprang up around your Vasker, as was common with mead halls. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds.
This is kind of helpful to me because I haven't been through Skyrim in a long time, and it's been, I think, even longer than that since I've gone through dialogue.
My daughter Adrian owns the shop, War Maidens. Arms and armor, that sort of thing. She really is quite gifted. Perhaps you've met her. Poor girl. So eager to prove herself. Yorlin works the Skyforge. How is any smith going to compete with that? That is an old tale, but well known to those of us who serve in the keep. Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the Nords, Olaf One-Eye. Olaf did battle with a fearsome dragon named Numenex. The struggle between Olaf and the dragon culminated in a mighty duel atop Mount Anthor, with Olaf the victor. Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun. By his decree, the city's keep was rebuilt as a prison for Numenex. And so, from that time until this, our great keep has been called Dragon's Reach. Well, there are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the 3 to the plains that surround the city. The inn and marketplace are found there. Most of the city's residents live in the Wind District, which is the middle of the 3. Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here, the Jarl can see all that goes on within his city.
Okay.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
feel a whole lot more comfortable when we can replace this cloak. It's not the best feeling in the world to have Imperial and Stormcloak armor on me.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
Okay, what time is it? It's 3 p.m., so we gotta make it to Riverwood.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
Ah, old feet. How may I?
Got any sausages? I'm cooking a special breakfast.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Old friend, patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm sure you know well.
I'm looking at all the little details on the graphics, like the holes in the flags. I don't know what Flora mod he's using, because this is a different look for me. I'm used to using Step. But whatever Flora mod is being used makes them look a lot more like flowers. A little bit more vibrant, they kind of stand out more. I think maybe even the bushes are bigger. It's like weathered, some kind of a weathered sign mod is being used. Let's look at the distant terrain and see if we have any pop-in. Because I believe that's where this is getting its efficiency from. Septimus 3 mod pack's efficiency. The thing is that whatever pop in there, it seems to be extremely minimal. It's more like a gradual increase in detail than it is actual pop in. Yeah, I think I just noticed the hill, the grass, and the rocks out there just gradually grew into more detail. Shading is appearing. It's kind of subtle rather than a snapping kind of where we first coined the term pop in for a reason. It popped. It was very jarring. So I suspect that their Dendalod settings are not set to have, well, actually it wouldn't be Dendalod, it would be how many cells out the game produces all of the details on the land. And it's not as far out as what I typically play. The thing is that I'm not noticing a problem with that. That was something that I grew accustomed to doing to get rid of pop-in because pop-in was so jarring. But their increased detail is not jarring. It gradually meshes into the picture, and so I don't really notice it unless I'm looking directly at the distant terrain. And because of that, because it's not having to render things that far out, we have people up here, revelers, okay. Because it's not rendering things that far out, I think that's where you're getting your high performance from. I got you. Those skies look very believable. I know I mentioned that last episode, or I'm pretty sure I did. The clouds, I think that might be cathedral weather. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay, we have a little bit of daylight left. It's 4:43, so we're gonna run up this way because there are bandits in and around the Riverwood area that we can take out. Maybe help raise our level. And there's this.
So much water.
Now this is a mod, this is a follower mod, and I found this girl to be so interesting. Let's kind of pause it for a moment. Avienda is her name. This follower is so interesting, and apparently there's like a little quest that comes with her and stuff, and it's that it actually made me sit down and kind of put my thinking cap on how I would have Avienda and Serana both as followers, because I'm someone who normally goes solo. So for me to just bring one follower is quite a lot. To have two is almost unthinkable. And then whenever, I'm not saying, I don't know this for sure, but my impression of the Serana character is that character is actually like the meta for that character is that she's to be romanced by the Dragonborn. I don't really know if that's true or not. I haven't played this DLC. It's just I see everybody seems to trip over Serana, right? So it seems like it's kind of made for that. And a lot of female follower mods are made for that as well. And then there's a few male ones done too. It just stands to reason that the gamer community is predominantly male, so it makes sense that you would have more female mods made for romantic relationships. But what I saw with Avienda is, and I haven't seen all of this mod unfold either, obviously. I've only played around with the very beginning and early stages of this Septimus 3 mod list to kind of playtest it. But from what I saw from Avienda, her goals and objectives roll out as an actual, for real, how do I put this? Like you could have a totally platonic relationship. She rolls out, she strikes me more as a co-worker. We are a paladin. She strikes me as being the elven version of that from her land. We'll talk to her in a minute. She'll fill us in on some stuff. But as you see her character develop, you'll find that she has these kinds of noble traits. She has a mission that's tied directly to the Dragonborn. We won't know that right away, but it'll unfold fairly quickly or early on. So we'll see that happen in the next few episodes. More information on that come out. So she strikes me as an actual, what I would call a true companion. She's like Lord of the Rings style. She's more like a co-worker rather than a romance interest. So I thought, okay, those two can actually play nice together, and there wouldn't be any, because I'm not the type that has, if I'm gonna do the romance thing at all, because it sometimes how do I put this? Real world, the whole romance thing strikes me as being somewhat cringy from there forward, it's how they roll it out that will either swing me and change my position or anchor me more into this is weird, you know. So Mass Effect is an example that the character development is really good, and so I tend to move from cringy, having a feeling like this is total cringe, to more of a this is actually enhancing the story and adding depth to the characters. I think it's interesting. It's like reading a book, you know. So we'll have to see how it plays out in this game here, or if my assumptions are all wrong, you know. But at any rate, if my assumptions are right and Serana is meant to be romanced, and that's what we actually wind up doing as the Dragonborn, my initial feeling is that Avienda will not be a problem with that. We wouldn't have a jealousy kind of thing going on, or we wouldn't have to turn one person down in order to favor the other. We don't have to be mean, you know, or reject anybody or anything like that. So anyway, there's your front-loaded info on who Avienda is and how she fits into this playthrough potentially. Let's just take a look at this. Somebody made this mod. Look at the detail. Look at the scroll work. It's in her arm guards up here. It's in the belt, and it's down in her boots. Ribbons the top, and she's got boot straps down here around the ankles. Is there anything on the sword? Actually, that's a spear, and I don't see any scroll work on the spear. And you can see a little bit better from the light in the boots and the belt there. Oh, look at the back of the armband. Oh, I guess it's the whole armband. Oh, and then up at the collar. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a good look at what the mod author did in her clothing style. I think her gloves look a little bit weird. Oh, they've got scroll work on them too. All right, so and then I want to tell you up front, listen to this character. I don't know who they got for a voice actress. I don't know if this is paid talent or if this is the mod author's friend. All I know is that her voice is awesome. Like, I really, really like her accent. And she does a great job with her intonation and delivering her lines. That's my opinion.
I'm fine. What is this place? Riverwood? The Wise Ones. The Aes Sedai. They were supposed to send me to... never mind. My name is Avienda, of the Tardar Aiel. I am a maiden of the spear. Who are you?
I'm Sir Tacitus Salvici.
I do not know this land you call Riverwood. Would you allow me to accompany you? I am from the Threefold Land. I think it is a long way from here. The Wise Ones are leaders among the Aiel. The Aes Sedai are women who wield the One Power. They are very powerful, even though they are wetlanders. Yes, like you. The Aiel prophecy tells of the coming of the Karakarn, a chief of chiefs. The Wise Ones say that the Karakarn is to be found here, beyond the Dragon Wall. I think they made a mistake.
Haha.
No, I need some time to think about it. In the Threefold Land, water is rare, and the land is barren. Days are hot, and nights are cold. It's not for the soft. Soft things die there. You would not last long, Wetlander.
Ha! Hey, calm down there, sweetheart. So she's from the desert.
If you say so.
I do say so.
I am in your debt.
Alright, so she's with us now.
What comes, comes.
And we got another bonus. What do we? Oh, we're a little bit peckish. What bonus did I get? Warmth, Imperial. Maybe because I'm comfortable. We are peckish though, so let's eat a carrot or two. And what time is it? It's 6 o'clock, so we don't want to be out here for too long. Actually, the nighttime in Septimus 3 is pretty well lit. What? Okay, I thought she got attacked or something. She was just talking to us. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this before. Oh, it's a different entrance into Ember Shard Mine. Is it? Yeah, it's a back way in. I don't want to go in there just yet. I might not be where I was thinking I was. Yeah, we're not as high up as I thought I was. I don't see them. We're over by Ember Shard Mine. Is that them right there? No, those are flowers. Oh, there's one. I see you. Oh. Oh, that's our girl. Avienda's down there. I think Avienda took that wolf out, but I don't know where he's at. Normally there's a group of 3, so to find just one is a little odd. Go.
This'll be fun. Come on!
I send you to your rest.
Okay. I need to trade with you and see. So she's got the Iron Shield of the Gladiator. And if I hand you... Let's give you a hunting bow. Let's give you like 20, well 30's good. 30 arrows. Let's see if she'll wear any of that. Alright, she put the helmet on.
Good. Let's get moving.
Alright, I don't want to go into Ember Shard Mine yet. Actually, and it's starting to become nighttime. I was actually hoping to hit some bandits that were up on a cliff, but I didn't go one. I was one strata shy. I need to be up one more level. I guess get out on the road here. And since we are out this way, on our return path to Whiterun to rest for the night, we will go back the way that should bring us by these bandits that I'm thinking of. It should be here. Uh-oh.
Maik wishes you well.
Okay. A little bit tired. Well, now that we have Avienda with us, it's going to be a little bit less of tactical approach and more just run in and start bashing everything. Because at least for right now, she's a little bit OP, and she's a melee fighter for sure.
You want a real fight, huh?
Die already so I can take your stuff!
On your feet!
That's it? That's all you...
Hardly a challenge.
Oh. 3. There we go. Alright. What's the difficulty I have it on? It is at Apprentice. I think with Avienda, maybe I can kick that up to Adept. These were the difficulty levels I played with during my test play, and I was finding the thing that happens here, it can kind of trick you because everything dies faster. You die faster, and enemies die faster because the weapons are hitting a lot harder. So you really want to kind of protect yourself. You don't want to face tank things really if you can avoid it. So especially whenever I was on my own, I was finding, like, whenever it was me versus multiples, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting carved up here. But Avienda helps quite a bit. We will probably know for sure when we go to Bleak Falls Barrow, because we'll face Draugr that can hit pretty hard. We'll face multiple enemies at once. Like, not just two. We'll face groups. Small groups. 3, 4. I think that's the most, is 4. And we'll face magic. We'll face ranged. As well as melee, we'll face two-handers. As well as shield. Let's go ahead and talk to her.
Why are you staring at me?
What?
Fine.
Okay, so first let's hand over everything and see what she self-equips. Oh, we have a bolt, but I don't have crossbow. Okay.
Good. Yes? Very well. Good. Let's get moving.
All right, and we'll go sell this stuff to Lucan. Then we'll probably go ahead and sleep for the night. And in the morning, we will make a run to whatchamacallit, Helgen,
What do you
to
need?
retrieve the rest of that stuff, come back and sell it. And then it'll probably be time to start going towards Bleak Falls Barrow.
The sooner... Don't let my sister do anything foolish. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
All right, well, first of all, do you have a large tent? I have 362 gold, so I need a large tent. We'll sleep 2. I'll buy that. Brings me down to 104. I'll keep those for now, because I'm going to switch to a crossbow whenever I can. It just fits better for my RP perspective as a vampire hunter. It's a little tempting to keep those. I might be able to improve equipment. The leather, I think I'll sell the leather. Okay, that brings us up to, gosh, just 149 gold, so we didn't make very much money. And I'm carrying 157 pounds worth of equipment. I don't think I need the magic potions. I'll keep 2 as a just in case. I don't think I need the minor healing. There we go. Now I'm up to 409 gold.
All right, then.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, why does everybody keep saying that to me?
Very well.
Okay, so we will hand to her give her 2 things of frostbite venom, 1 potion of minor stamina, 1 of minor magicka. Give her the, I think, plentiful. Let's go potion of extra health. And give her 4 of the healing potions. Okay.
Let's go.
Yep, I agree. We're all set up. Oh, wow. Can we back up and get the town? That's pretty. Where's the little moon at? Probably behind the mountains over here. I think it's always to the right. And that's nifty. Okay. It is 9:30. And with 5 minutes in this episode, we'll just call it, we'll close the episode out.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
You're that visitor been poking around. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
All right, so we've got a room. Sleep for 10 hours.
Give me a mug of ale.
Coming right up.
We're well rested. And we can eat some food. Let's start off with a loaf of bread and cheese. We're satisfied. Go with a couple green apples, a carrot, and now we're well fed. And that's going to reflect over in our bonuses. Well rested, all skills improve 10% faster. Well fed, magicka regenerates 5% faster. Okay, let's save it. And in the next episode, we're going to go and ferry all the rest of the equipment from Helgen over. There's also a bandit camp in that area that we might be able to hit. It might have to be 2 trips. We'll see. And then maybe we can check the map for some of these missions. There's Halted Stream. Pilgrim's Tomb. Well, I don't see any map markers for those other quests that we've got. Oh, here's South Brittleston Pass. Dragonstone, Bleak Falls Barrow. Not sure where the other one's at. Where was that South Brittleston? Here it is. I might want to handle that one after Bleak Falls Barrow. So we'll be making our way to Helgen. And then there's some bandits around here. Alright guys, again, I'm Aesop Grim. Thanks for coming by the channel. I hope you liked what you saw. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I will see you in the next episode where this story continues.